Rachel from Sydney, shortest relationship, Rach?
I was married for not even 24 hours before my husband wanted a divorce, and we separated 2 weeks later.
Whoa.
What happened, Rachel?
The night of the wedding, we went out, and when we got back to the hotel room, unfortunately, I didn't give him what he wanted.
What was what? Which is sex?
Yes.
How long had you been together, and had you had sex before the wedding night?
Yes, we're already together, and everything was like that. We were tired. I didn't want to, and then the next day, he wanted a divorce.
What a revolting man. Also, because I've heard a lot of people don't have sex on wedding nights because you're so tired. It's like a 17-hour day, and you're
drinking,
drunk,
and you're drunk,
and you're full, and you've had a fun day. Absolutely. So he said, "This is the reason why you're not having sex with me. Therefore, we are getting divorced."
Yes. I was miserable. Like we just couldn't wait.
Wow, I'm sorry, Rachel. What an awful, disgusting man.
No bloody riz.
He's got no riz.
No riz. No riz at all, Rachel.
What happened to men being the pursuers?
Y'all asked for the sequel, so here it is. Why Men Aren't Pursuing Women, Part 2.
But women are the prize because women, they got a pussy, you know what I mean? Pussy makes the world go round.
A compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment from a woman. Now that's something.
I'm taken, and I still love to go shake my ass at a bar with my friends. So
I hate the attention, but then when I feel unattractive and I don't get the attention, it's like, I don't love that either.
So men are down here and women are over here.
Okay, so are women equal to men or are women superior to men?
Superior.
Okay. When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
Yeah, the woman.
Okay, so if the woman is the prize, why even bother going out with a man in the first place?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
Ladies, if he said he's got no hope, that means nobody wants him, so you shouldn't either.
Men think that they are the shit.
Why do men think that they have to take money, or why do men think that women have to do cooking, cleaning, all that stuff, and all they do is go to work?
We control the world.
Okay. So if women control the world, why do so many people think it's a man's world?
How likely are women willing to accept men for just the way they are?
Not very likely.
We want things, and we're not going to tell you what we want.
Why would you do that?
Because for the sake of being complicated.
So, like, what kind of effort do you make? What do you do?
I mean, obviously, if I like someone and I know I'm going to be seeing them, then I'll, put my makeup on, do my hair better than normal.
50% of adults in the United States are single. I wonder why that is.
There are a lot of cool men out here. I love the president. Let's give it up for the brothers. There's a lot of cool men out here. For the men out here. I love the president's speech saying you're looking at a feminist. What can men do leaving here? Be better. Be better at everything.
Men are taught that they have to make women happy. The fact of the matter is, you can't make anybody happy. You have to make yourself happy. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. So for women to say that they're unhappy, it's their own fault. Anybody who says he's unhappy, it's his own fault. Everybody has to make himself or herself happy.
You're giving me such a bloody headache. Yeah, I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? Dear Lord, I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who brags that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money. Yet you're taking alimony.
City boy, city boy.
Got him. We fucking got him.
That's why it's the GOAT. The GOAT.
My name is Antoine Phoenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turning on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. Today's video is going to be about the woman's perspective on marriage, why she wants to get married most of the time. To be honest, I do understand because I have that ability to understand another person's point of view, to empathize with the other person. If you have a good woman and you are with her like 2 to 5 years, y'all seem to still be happy. Now, of course, though, this does not mean if you're in a toxic relationship, this does not mean if things are falling apart. you guys are trying to save the relationship by trying to slap marriage on there. If it's already starting to burn, then let that shit burn. Now, if you are relatively happy 2 to 5 years in, then go ahead and get married. Now, most of the people that I know, they have either been recently married, or women that I've lost contact with that I saw years later, they are divorced. Like, what happened? It wasn't always cheating. Sometimes, like in one case, I remember the woman was saying because he didn't really help with the child and she felt too much pressure and strain. Now, because I'm cool with the woman, I am taking what she is saying as the truth. But I'm pretty sure if I had talked to him, he would have said something that she is leaving out. Maybe. You know, I'm not sure. I always believe it's two sides to a story. That's why I would never come on here and just slam my ex or any of my exes and say, oh, they was crazy and they was this, because I know I too played a part in the relationship's demise. The thing is, though, I'm not going to look the other way of the shit that they did. I'm not going to give it a pass like I used to in the past. I'm saying the same word almost twice. So anyway, I'm going to play this video first. Men, bear in mind, I know this is going to be somewhat annoying, even though this is a man's voice, but I'm going to pause it at certain intervals to show the hypocrisy in some of the things that's being said. So anyway, let's go.
It makes me mad that women learn this lesson too late, when they can't do anything about it. Look at her. She's 27 years old and she is gorgeous. She is walking with her boyfriend, but she could have any man she wanted. The 40-year-old millionaire likes her. The 35-year-old entrepreneur likes her. Wherever she walks by, people stare, and she could replace her boyfriend tomorrow for someone 15 times richer than him. Now, she wants to be with her boyfriend. She is betting on a life together. But let's imagine her boyfriend brainwashes her and convinces her that marriage isn't necessary, and she doesn't realize that as time goes by, the dating pool balance will favor him. Here is the typical tragedy. A few years have now gone by and they're both 27. They have 2 kids. She once had a promising career which she gave up to care for the children. He is a smart and hard-working man, and he is now CEO of the company he works for. If they were to split up today for her being 37 years old and with 2 kids, it would be hard to find an interesting partner, however. Look at him. No one used to look his way before, but now that he is CEO, he makes lots of money. He has a lot of status, and he is still young and in shape. Back then, no one wanted him, but nowadays at work and at the gym, women go crazy over him. A few years back, he told her that marriage wasn't necessary, that it was just a role imposed by society. And today he says that he doesn't feel the same towards her, conveniently, just as the dating pool balance is in his favor.
Men are losing their mind over a recent video that I made explaining how you leaving a good guy doesn't make you a bad person. Your spouse doesn't have to be abusive in order for your feelings of wanting to leave to be valid. There are dozens of reasons why marriages fall apart, and a lot of them have nothing to do with somebody being a bad person. Here are some examples. Financial problems, growing apart, communication issues, addiction, too much arguing, lack of emotional or physical intimacy, one spouse just isn't carrying their weight in the marriage. Maybe you married too young or for the wrong reasons. Opposing values or lack of shared interests. Or maybe you just live like platonic roommates. Those are all very common reasons for divorce. And it doesn't make you or your spouse a bad person.
It is now a bit late, but 12 years ago she should have told him, "Hey, I am young, I am pretty, and I have a promising career. I have tons of men wanting to get with me, but I want you. I want to spend a lifetime with you. If you want the same thing, let's sign a contract called marriage, in which today I say bye to all the men that want me, and you say bye to all the women that don't want you today, but will want you in the future." If you do not want this, then it's fine. Just don't make me waste my time, because right now I am young and have tons of options, and I can find someone who is sure about me and wants the same thing I do, someone who wants to commit. In 5 years, I won't be in this position, and in 10 years even less. So tell me, is it in your future plans to marry me or not?
Now, before I make my statement about this video, because I threw little things in of how I thought the direction that they was taking. This is why I'm a little bit more balanced with my approach too, is because with both arguments, whether there are guys saying women are trash, don't marry them, pump and dump, blah, blah, blah. On the opposite side, you have women and men saying, man up, get married, ignore the stop and caution signals, ignore the divorces going on around you. Don't pay attention to what you will lose. Just go in there blindly. I cannot go with that right there. Now, of course, women can go into that right there because you benefit totally. Now, going with the other thing, just not getting married. Now, that totally benefits the man unless if you get a kid from her. That's why I've discovered that for men to get married is a huge risk. And for women to not get married and be with a guy for a significant amount of time, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years to be with that guy and he doesn't totally commit with the woman, it falls off and breaks off. She's at a loss. That's an L for her. So what's the solution here? I agree with Coach Greg Adams, putting skin in the game. That's why I say, as a man, if you are with a woman, now I'm leery about that 2-year thing, because technically I didn't get married till about 4 or 5 years after the woman I was with for like a while. That's why I can't blame nobody but myself, because I kind of knew the person I was getting involved with, kinda. Because like I say, she went through some drastic changes during the marriage and after. Make me wonder if I ever really knew the person at all anyway. Looking at it objectively, because of the time we spent together, the ride and die stuff that she did for me, I felt that I owed it to her to marry her. Now, the thing was, I should have had that cold energy like she had at the tail end of the, matter of fact, not even the tail end. I'm saying once we got married, once we moved, especially after we had like a kid or something. Yes, I understand she might got a little frustrated with the financial situation, but she was making it worse with her freaking spending habits. Okay. With that right there, I don't regret doing it, but I do regret staying in it as long as I did. As soon as I saw it was going to be no changes before it was no kid, I should have just cut it off then. But see, I have a sense of loyalty myself. Even though she'll say the only reason she left me is because of that legal thing, I felt like she left the relationship months, maybe a year before this actually happened, because of her level of disrespect. She had left the building. She was just there maybe with some blind loyalty, or maybe because of the situation that she didn't have a nice spot to land in. That's the only thing I can think of. But to men out here, I'm not telling you not to get married, especially if you've never been married before and you're young. Okay, you can go ahead and try it out. But once it blows up in your face, because 9 out of 10 is probably going to blow up in your face, because either you picked wrong, either she fooled you, she put on a good show, she went to a metamorphosis, a change, because women have midlife crisis as well. It was something in there said about kids. I didn't force kids on her. I mean, we kind of decided, I guess it was time to do it, but I wasn't one of those men of like, hey, I want you to have 10, 12, 11 kids. I know there are men like that, but most of the time is the women that want the kids. Once she gets the kids, she will be forever a part of your life. Whether you move on and get married or whatever the case may be, that woman will still be a part of your life in a way because of the kid. That's why I think having a kid with the wrong woman is far more lethal than even getting married. So, and truthfully, you should not have kids until after you got married. So at least I did not make that mistake. But hey, I still got tripped up even doing that. But I still think that's the better way to do it, is to have a kid after you get married. So to women out here, I understand why you want to get married. You don't want to waste your time, but it's too many of you that's using that as a come up. Depending on your attractive and finesse skills, you can still get another sucker. Plus is another thing that was not mentioned. That is going by if that woman is that beautiful, getting that much attention, that she does not take that thing in these streets.
You mean what?
That And that's something I definitely will not do, especially since I know the game now. If it's a woman that's been out there messing with Chads and Tyrones, Pookies and Ray Rays, yes, I guess the body count. But if you've been dealing with a certain type of dude and now you want to come to the guy that you consider to be boring or not as exciting because you matured and you found out that that is probably the better way to go. No, I don't think that's the case. You couldn't get those other guys to commit, so you're going to come back around to one of those sucker guys. And what are you going to do to one of them? You're going to, like that woman say, it is no abuse, is really nothing going on. She got bored in the marriage, the relationship, and then she wants to blow it up. You think good men want to be going through that shit? No. A guy can get married, but I would strongly suggest to not get married twice, especially not 3 times. Do not do the Robin Williams. Because do you want to end up like Robin Williams having the mental breakdown and then offing yourself? No. Over a woman? No. Over the all the alimony or child support that you gotta pay? No. Do not do that to yourself. So that video right there, which, like I say, I understand the female point of view, but it paints a pretty picture that the woman is totally innocent. She chose that guy that wasn't the top tier guy. She chose a normal guy, and then that guy rose up through the ranks. And that does happen sometimes, that a guy that is held down by his woman, once he upgrades to another level, he gets another woman. And I do think that's foul. But how many men do that these days? Not that many, because a lot of women will say like, well, you don't have no money. Yes, you're right. Even men that don't have money, why should they be scared to get married? Well, I would say if she's talking like that, don't have kids with her. Do not have kids with her. Because whether you have money or not, unless if you're in and out of jail, you're going to be paying child support, and that's going to be extra money for her. So okay, this is the thing. As a man, you should not belittle the position she's in trying to secure her future. Okay, so I understand where the woman is coming from. But as a woman, if you don't understand how you can just destroy me once you wake up and have a new attitude one day, or you get some new friends, or either you find out that you are into women right now or something, no, it's just too volatile with that particular thing right there. So unless if I meet the perfect woman, I don't think I'm ever getting married again. And even if I met the perfect one, I will have to wonder if she's putting on the show. So if you haven't been married, fine, try it. But if you have a sour taste in your mouth, that woman better freaking understand what you've been through. Because they always want you to understand what they've been through when men have cheated on them. And that could have been like years ago, or their last heartbreak or something like that. It's like men can't feel nothing. Men don't supposed to have any type of fears or anxiety about this particular thing right there. So whether it's men and women, if you downplaying how we feel about stuff, fuck you. Okay, this all destiny, all inside the man space, trying to give everybody left hooks. Guess who is the person that stabbed him in the back? His co-captain, his woman that was on his right arm. Okay, now she's all with some other dude. Now maybe they might get back together, but the fact that this even came public or something like that, that's like a slap in your face, homie. So give me a like, a subscribe. Have a good day. I don't have no more to say about this.
You can't take women from 2 different societies and compare.
Look at the divorce rate.
That's not our fault. Who's supposed to lead the household?
You're the ones that initiate the divorces.
Okay. Why do y'all not lead us to be better than and not divorce?
You don't listen. You argue. You're not even listening right now.
I'm listening. I believe what I'm saying.
Well, then, if you're gonna listen, start with shutting up. Okay. When you date a Japanese girl and she loves you, know the most common thing she says? She says, "If you're happy, I'm happy."
Seriously, do you see how she mocked it? That was true femininity, but American women think that that's just some kind of a joke or that it's a caricature.
And you said that women in Japan, like, those are the only true princesses that you've seen.
You don't act like a princess.
How? You've seen me for like, what?
You act like a Dairy Queen.